Before we begin, allow me to thank my newest YouTube sponsor, Quetzalcoatl Dios. Thank you so much for the sponsorship. Choco Pro was actually where I got the idea to do these sponsorships and shout them out. And now you're part of these sponsorships for this newest one. I was going to shout you out in a different one, but something happened with that one. So now you're part of this one, and I'm always going to remember it because I like this video very much. Thank you so much, Quetzalcoatl Dios. Thank you to Ben Cirque1, Luciano Eduardo, and Joe Peacock as well. Let me thank my Patreon sponsors as well: Jeff T, Renee Valdez, Lisa Trey, Justin Stein, Terrence Danwick, Adam K, Ray Konashige, Juggernaut Graphics, Aaron Securis, I1 Victims, J. Olay, Scott Racer, Lil Choo Choo, Tony Davis, Fellow Choco Mint, Sephora Doggo Snake, Luciano Eduardo, Raw Cuz 99, Jaina Bullock, Joe Pro, other Choco Mint and May supporter, Bibbidi Bobbidi whatever, Biles, Joshi Bar, Grizzle, Martian Kai, Sailor Cosmos, Fish Dog, TJ Vinehorn, Robert Watson, Bosco Chavez, Fish, Paul Darn, Pickle Simon, Brian Hernandez Torres, Rio the Worshipper, Raku, Paul Jack Mojito fan, Enrica Victim, Hana Makoto, Kira Summers, #1 fan, and fellow Aussie OG Marina. Thank you, everyone, and enjoy the tribute to Hiyori Yawata.
ありがとうございました。ありがとうございました。次回の配信もお楽しみに。ひより、本当に今までありがとう。
This is Hiyori. Hiyori Yawata is her full name. This is her outfit. It's blue. And her pom-pom hat is the best hat in the world. Hiyori was an introverted artist, and the very second she gained confidence, she inserted herself into everyone's business and made her own demands to be answered that very second. Do your parents ever want something and then they go, now? Well, Hiyori declared that she would be the second coming of Emi Sakura, and honestly, she would have. See, you're teaming with Hiyori Yawata. Well, guess what? Hiyori is the leader of the entire operation now. This team is Team Hiyori. In fact, all teams are Team Hiyori. This whole building is Team Hiyori. In fact, all of Joshi is Hiyori's, which makes Hiyori Yawata the supreme leader of Joshi. Yep, the supreme leader of Joshi. Well, at least she was. Hiyori Yawata was a mayfly in the world of pro wrestling, but still managed to capture the hearts, the emotions, and the support of many Choco Mints, fans of the wonderful, wholesome wrestling organization of Choco Pro Wrestling. For myself, I saw her debut, and the moment she gained confidence in herself to be the head of the table, with absolutely no experience in doing so, was the moment I grew to really like Hiyori. It's the gusto in her. She is just so funny, so charming. This is Hiyori Yawata, a woman who didn't enter the world of pro wrestling to reach the top of the mantle and to fulfill childhood ambitions, but rather, pro wrestling was an art project. And you know what? Rewatching Hiyori Yawata's career, I think I cried more times during my rewatch than any other wrestler. So let's get into the fleeting career of Hiyori Yawata and what makes her so special. On this channel, I frequently talk about wrestlers who are ubiquitous, who you root for because they're closer to you than you are to the champion. Hiyori Yawata was not an athlete. She was not confident. She was not outgoing. She was not extroverted and had no desire to become a professional wrestler even. Hiyori is an artist. She was attending the most prestigious art school in Japan, Tokyo University of Arts, a school with a notoriously low acceptance rate. The school has educated legendary cultural icons like the Oscar and Grammy-winning composer Ryuichi Sakamoto. Hiyori entered as a graduate student studying for her master's in fine art by the time she discovered pro wrestling. Hiyori first discovered Kiwako Kiyome's Hyper Misao and Shoko Nakajima and fell in love with the theatrical style. This would lead her to Choco Pro Wrestling's The Rahel Project, run by Emi Sakura. They have a philosophy: any woman should throw a dropkick once in their life. Anyone who wants to take these pro wrestling classes in the Ichigaya Chocolate Square can do so, and you don't even need a desire to ever debut. For Hiyori, she saw wrestling as a chance to fully immerse herself and make her wrestling journey into an art project itself. For many people in wrestling, pro wrestling was a childhood dream. For Hiyori, it's a side quest. Rather than paint about pro wrestling, she decided to become one and base her wrestling journey as her graduate thesis art project. Talk about a self-portrait. Choco Pro was the perfect environment for such an idea. Choco Pro Wrestling is the deconstructed liminal spaces of pro wrestling. It's like stepping into the back rooms. There's only a mat and a ref left to signify that it is pro wrestling, but it's still pro wrestling, people. It still captures the heart and the immersions of everybody in that room and all the Choco Mints watching from their screens, sometimes more than the actual big companies. Truly never met a group of wrestling fans as wonderful, kind, and accepting as Choco Pro fans. And the support artist feedback loop is as personal as you will see in pro wrestling. I've never met them in person, but supporting a Chie Koshikawa is something she sees and feels. It's intimately much more of a beautiful synergy as a fan, and this is me admittedly diving more into TJPW's lane. Yet, I still feel a genuinely wholesome connection to Choco Pro. It's a rare blessing. Choco Pro is also experimental theater, and it was a perfect vessel for Hiyori Yawata to navigate her side quests, extend her creative muscles, and grow as a person. I remember seeing Hiyori debut in exhibition matches. You can tell she was shy, and performing was an all-new experience for her, but she slowly put all the pieces together of what she wanted to express in herself. That's the thing. She was introverted, yes, but in the chocolate square, Hiyori Yawata was a bright, eccentric personality that demanded that everyone cheer for her. That big ol' smile, that sky blue, her little happy dance, the hat. Oh, that hat! I love that hat! That's an S-tier hat in all of Joshi. She designed her outfit and that hat. Through wrestling, she was able to express herself, which any introverted artist would know. Many of you watching know. She know. We make art to express ourselves and connect. That's how we do it. This channel being my way of doing it. Hiyori used pro wrestling. The Sky Blue Captain, the Cloud Girl, Hiyori Yawata. Impossible not to root for. She gained the confidence. And then immediately wanted to be the very center of attention, because she loves attention, even if they don't involve her at all. I mean, give a mouse a cookie. And now she wants to be the queen of all Joshi. She teamed with Chie Koshikawa and suddenly demanded that she was the leader of this team, and that everyone should chant for Hiyori. It's not Team Chie. It's Team Hiyori. Oh, title shots? I want a title shot. Can I get a title shot? You should give Hiyori a title shot. Right now. Do it. Do it. Do it, Emmy. Give me a title shot. Give me what I want. Give me what I want. Give me what I want.
Give me what I want. Give me what I want.
That's what made Hiyori so charming to watch. She hadn't earned a single thing in wrestling, yet demanded it still. And because it's Hiyori Yawata, it became an endearing quality that was so much fun to watch. Had she stuck with Choco Pro, there would have been no doubt in my mind that she would be running that place in under 5 years. See, it's not just Team Hiyori if Hiyori is a part of that team. No, all teams are Team Hiyori. That's right, the Death Riders are actually Team Hiyori, and that's why Hiyori Yawata was already destined to be the supreme leader of Joshi. But before anyone knew it, Hiyori was ready to graduate from her university. And with that, she would graduate from professional wrestling altogether to begin her career. She announced her road to retirement, because Hiyori would have a road to retirement, but she's the supreme leader of Joshi. Before we begin this road, I recommend watching Hiyori Yawata's match against Nanoka Seto at Choco Pro 446, where Hiyori had to turn into a super submission machine to force a tap out from Nanoka. It was also Nanoka Seto's last match since her extended hiatus from wrestling. On the road to retirement, she would face the Goblin Master, Mei Suruga, the mayor of Apple Village, where Hiyori interrupted and forced herself into a role in the Apple Parliament. They faced each other in the Chocolate Square, and Mei Suruga ends up lighting a major fire in Hiyori Yawata. This might be her best match in all of Choco Pro. It might be. The people felt it. The children felt it too. Oh, Mei, she's evil, people. To combat evil goblins, Hiyori shows how vicious she could have been. The only way to combat Hiyori is to be fucking Mei. And May is so evil, people. She's so evil. She has everyone wishing for her comeuppance, including Aki. And the bigger Hiyori, well, everyone is bigger than May. Either way, May has to lock a determined Hiyori in the numero uno of Asumis. But look how violent this goblin is. Because it's May, people. And May Suruga is evil. Apple mutilation by Hiyori with the counter. She hits her signature move, running around the chocolate square for a home run. She locks in the camel clutch, and Aki is livid.
Give up! Give up right now!
May manages to reach her tiny goblin boot to the edge. Twice, Hiyori nearly pins Mai Suruga in the ultimate upset, but eventually Mai Suruga shows how amazing of a technical wrestler she can be, leverages herself into position to do her goblin knee bridge, and lock in Hiyori to force her to tap out, in what is an honest-to-God incredible match from the two. Personally felt a very strong connection to Hiyori, and I love the atmosphere. Lots of emotions watching this. Her arc toward the tag team titles would begin. She would team with her partner Sayaka Obihiro to face Chie Koshikawa and Mai Suruga, aka Apple Caterpillar. And Hiyori launches Mai like... But of course the goblin bites.
Hey! Give it up!
It went down to Chie versus Hiyori, and Hiyori managed to counter Chie into a flash pin of her own and secured a major monumental victory. The excitement on Hiyori's face is too infectious and made me very emotional to see. The way she celebrates and dances, it's adorable. It's so wholesome. Even at Jenkin, she's still celebrating. Oh, let's look at her. She just pinned the tag team champion. While Chie is so distraught, her tag team partner Shino Hagane arrives, and Chie is so sorry. It's so heartbreaking, if not utterly hilarious. But Chie will have her revenge against Hiyori. Oh no! And Obi lost to Aki, but Hiyori doesn't care. And May like... To top off this moment, the very next week, Hiyori would dropkick Chie Koshikawa off the top of the 22nd floor to the bottom and kill her, and then assist Obi-san with a double pin on Tokiko for another victory. And at Jenkin, she nearly won, making her way to an exciting finals where everyone was chanting Hiyori. With 2 wins over Chie Koshikawa, Hiyori was finally granted a title shot teaming with her tag team partner Obi-san to face the Asia Dream Tag Team Champions Chie Koshikawa and Shino Hagane, aka Egg Tart. But they need a cool tag team name as well. Obviously they are Team Hiyori, so is Egg Tart. They are Team Hiyori too. All teams are Team Hiyori. But for this specific team, of course Hiyori decided, Yori Dori Biyori versus the champions in Egg Tart, Chie Koshikawa and Shino Hagane, dangerous duo, and Chie especially so out for revenge against Hiyori. Chie, who has a unique face for any scenario, always scanning, always in the zone, and Hiyori Yawata delivering it all to win the title she's been clamoring for well over a year. But despite the strong effort, Hiyori Yawata's last trick failed, and Chie Koshikawa finished her off with a flash pin of her own. Hiyori has shown so much growth in under a year, and this will continue forward as she faces the Queen next. Queen Emi Sakura. Always detest people, Queen Emi Sakura, the boss woman. But look at the perfect forward roll.
Oh, beautiful! This is the Tarajo.
Your turn, Emi. And Hiyori defends herself from Emi with the Choco flag. A terrific visual here. She truly does represent the spirit of, oh, Emi don't give a shit. There was a great moment where Emi had Hiyori in the crab, and she had to crawl to escape, and Aki was coaching her on, cheering her to reach the edge, and she did. And because Hiyori comes from Dereho, where any woman should do a drop kick, here's one just for you, Emi. But Emi would kick into further gear and absolutely demolish Hiyori with a splash. But has Hiyori's hard work earned Emi's respect? Doesn't matter, Hiyori knows she earned it. And now Chie. But can Hiyori get revenge on Janken? Oh no. But she still has the chance. Next show, Choco Pro 507, Hiyori faced her tag team partner in Obi. She wants to defeat Obi because she wants to fight for the Super Asia title. They won't give her a title match just because she's Hiyori. She has to do it. She has to fight. She must earn it. She must torture. But she must withstand the veteran in Obi. Late into the match, exhausted from the battle, Obi turns boss mode and taunts Hiyori, challenging her, holding each other strong. They pummel each other, Obi chopping the blue out of this woman until finally Hiyori reverses and lands her signature flash pin and defeats Obi. Mei can't believe it. While Chie Koshikawa of the Mia call. Hiyori does defeat Mei, but is too tired to do a proper happy dance. She faces Obi-san and Janken, but this time, Obi-san slays the Sky Blue captain. But by defeating Obi, Hiyori demands to face Rina Yamashita, effectively cutting the line ahead of Miya Yotsuba, who is scheduled to face Rina at the next big show. And oh, she's angry. Instead, Hiyori will have her biggest match of her career against one of the wrestlers that inspired her, Shoko Nakajima. The big kaiju Shoko Nakajima inside the chocolate square of Choco Pro Wrestling. Hiyori with her self-induced Hiyori chants. And oh, the big kaiju is mean. Of course she is. She's from TGPW. They're all evil. Even within the confines of Ichigaya, still Shoko Nakajima shines in her technique and experience. She puts Hiyori into a series of situations where she has to power out of it and show her strength as a pro wrestler and then battle outside. The chaos of Choco Pro. The big kaiju understands the assignment. Hiyori fought hard with the camel clutch, but the big kaiju dismantles Hiyori's efforts, then snaps the Northern Lights to defeat her. Afterwards, Hiyori thanks Shoko for the match. And then after not receiving anything back from Shoko, Hiyori just forces her to give her props. Okay. It's okay. Hiyori will have her chance to defeat Shoko in Janken. But oh, Shoko doesn't know how to do it, but defeats Hiyori anyways. But wait. They're gonna do it again because she didn't do Janken correctly. You gotta follow the rules, Shoko. And oh, Hiyori lost anyways. Oh, Hiyori, you blundered that. While Chie manages to reach the finals against her own partner in Egg Tart, Shino Hagane. Oh no, the complicated emotions. Shino has an injury, and they had to vacate the tag team titles, and now they face each other in Janken. Oh no, but Chie wins. Chie has won the chocolate square. But oh, Hiyori. Hiyori's gonna challenge Rina Yamashita for the Super Asia Championship, even though she lost. Because it's Hiyori Yawata, people, and she will insert herself into any scenario. This makes Mia angry. And that gets a high five from Chris Brooks. Hiyori with the pure persistence to gain a title shot from Rina, and then immediately she wants to give Shoko Nakajima the first title shot when she wins it, and being like, fuck me, But they need an authority figure to help them in this stalemate, so here's the real TK, Tatsuya Koda, to make the decision, and oh, they all hate him! They hate him! It's Hiyori Yawata versus Rina Yamashita for the Super Asia Championship, the biggest opportunity in Hiyori's career, and one Rina treats seriously. Hiyori may have gotten this title match through the pure power of stubbornness, but she must prove herself here to be a worthy challenger, and that's what she did. Rina was stronger in every single category of being a pro wrestler, but one thing: stubbornness. There's no Joshi on earth more determined and stubborn in this very moment than Hiyori Yawata. She may not be able to fight Rina with power, but she has her fan support, she has her flag, she has violence! Rina kicks the shit out of her face and busts her lip right open and proceeds to murder Hiyori throughout this match, but still, Hiyori fights on for what will be her final title match of her career. She will make it count for her art. Rina would challenge Hiyori to hit her harder, bring the fight to me, allow her to reach her fullest potential so everyone watching can feel what Hiyori Yawata's true warrior spirit is like. But in the end, Rina obliterates her life. Hiyori still kicks out, and now Rina is done with this match. Tap her out now, and Hiyori immediately submits. Hiyori lost, but she laid it out for everyone to see. This is Hiyori Yawata as a pro wrestler. But in Janken, an exhausted Hiyori can't even stand, but still defeats the world's cutest serial killer Sayaka. And then for revenge against Rina, she lands paper on rock. But when facing Mei Suruga in the finals, oh no, another fail. It's okay, Aki and Chris Brooks love us. Hey! 2 more matches left for Hiyori Yawata. She would have her final in-ring Big Choco Pro appearance teaming with the little prodigy, Kaho Hiromi, to face Black Komanesi's Tokiko Kirihara and Antonio Honda.
Ah! Hey! Boo! Boo this man!
But this is Kaho, people.
Squeeze it! Oh, here she goes, up top. Beautiful twist. Oh! Connecting up.
Oh, timeout. Wait, no Kaho.
Hey, hey.
Wait, Kaho timeout. Oh, vicious Kaho. In comes Hiyori, clean house, double team, boots,
Making it happen.
nearly pins Honda. Tokiko in, double team punches now. And look at the super camel clutch. Komanesi with the weapons. Honda with the middle bowl. Kaho and Hiyori both roll up Tokiko for the victory. The final in-ring appearance of Hiyori Yawata was a successful victory with Kaho. On the same show, Miya Yotsuba would defeat Rina Yamashita to become the Super Asia Champion. And even though this is her crowning moment, Hiyori would still take the opportunity to say goodbye. Goodbye to everyone. And then be embraced by the roster. Her final show was in Ichigaya titled Hiyori Museum, a celebration of not just her wrestling career, but acknowledging her end of her artistic side quest for this ambitious art project for graduate school. She started the show going full circle, facing a trainee in the Doreho project, Waka. Waka would even do a move Hiyori would do. Hiyori would counter one of Waka's aggressive pins and catch her for a victory. How adorable. Speaking of adorable, her final entrance being the cheers of Hiyori's. She is teaming with Popcorn Carnival, Chie Koshikawa, and Sayaka Obihiro. They're facing the team of Soy, Mei Suruga, and the new Super Asia champion Miya Yotsuba. And will they respect her? Oh no.
Oh!
but this is Hiyori's final moment. All will cheer her name, and she will get her home run in. And oh, May. She's so evil. As usual in Joshi retirements, they go out getting their ass kicked. Everyone beating her up, torturing her, May trying to distract referee Aoi. May being evil again. Apples being apples, and going round and round and round forever and ever. Then the classic Choco Pro chaos. Still, Hiyori has to drag everyone to escape, toss a goblin like a spear, tag a chef to do some cooking, tag a Chie to do some chopping, popcorn popping goblins, Soy using her head, May being May, Hiyori in for the final act to fight Mia. She locks the champion in the clutch, but the strong woman lifts her up. Hiyori places Mia for the home run, giving us at home a high five. Then one final one. But May breaks up the count. Now the final battle. We get to see all the grit and determination in Hiyori, all the gusto, the ambition, the ability to make everyone feel her spirit in such a special short time, showing why, despite the skill gap, she is able to strike the hearts of fans. How special she made this side quest of wrestling. It's her spirit and her character. This is the artistic meaning behind her work. Pro wrestling reveals who you are. She's no longer the shy girl who went on the strange quest of pro wrestling. This is Hiyori. This is passion. This determination to succeed. This is Hiyori Yawata, and pro wrestling was her canvas to express this art. She could have done a self-portrait on oil. Instead, she went to the chocolate square to get beat up, but she didn't do it alone. She had friends. She had support. She had everyone who chanted for her. That is the beauty of pro wrestling. Their souls are bare out there, and you nearly believe for a second that Hiyori Yawata can defeat the champion in her final match. Even on a rewatch, I have a short simmer of doubt that please, Hiyori, win this match. The final wrestling move of Hiyori Yawata's career was the very move you first learned in the Reiho Project. A second one would be counted by the champ, and one huge Mia hammer would be enough to finally lay out the fighting spirit and finish the final stroke of paint in Hiyori Yawata's career. Obi-san would get revenge for Hiyori and Janken. And look at her. And then Hiyori would face Eddie. They would debut as part of the same rookie class, and they were supposed to face each other as part of the road. This is the best they can do. And... oh no! Hiyori just straight up loses! Wait, that's not how the script goes! Oh dear! No, the dream is over! But Anarcho would win the chocolate square today, but he couldn't accept the square. He gave it to Hiyori Yawata. Hiyori celebrates the end of her career the way Choco Pro does best. Pure, wholesome energy. The final segment is dedicated entirely to Hiyori, and it's fully subtitled for anyone interested. It's a beautiful, tearful send-off that shows just how infectious of a character she was. Just a honest, pure, and funny soul. She was cracking the entire room up with her authenticity. No jokes in the haha sense. She's just a naturally quirky person. Very calculated. She has a plan for life. But one thing she didn't expect was how many people supported her and would miss her when she was gone. Now she feels lonely. She wanted to face the debut rookies. And if Mia could win the belt, I could have won it too. You won't hear me say that Hiyori Yawata was an elite athletic pro wrestler with deep technical knowledge, but I'd argue that Hiyori Yawata was a better professional wrestler than most wrestlers out there today. She had a connection many crave, and she did it by being herself. Oh, someone hold these. They're heavy. By being herself. Bali and Aki would tell a story of how when Hiyori started, she would just eat 3 protein bars a day because food was just something she had to do. By the end of her run, Hiyori Yawata began to eat food to enjoy it, all the flavors and all the nuances of making it, in the most broken down form. This was Hiyori's journey in pro wrestling. Never a career, but a side quest of artistic purposes and self-discovery. Through pro wrestling, Hiyori grew out of her shell and became stronger as a result. Her final graduate project was her pro wrestling career, and her final exhibit was displayed. According to the description, it was an immersive experience displaying a different angle of viewing wrestling. She apparently used 360 cameras to capture her experience to project it onto the canvas, and also the ring would tremor based on the action, and rotate even. In the end, she won the highly prestigious Salon de Printemps Prize, an award for an already prestigious university that will launch her career forward. This is primarily why she is retiring from pro wrestling, to begin her career headstrong, and undoubtedly, she will succeed. This is Hiyori Yawata. She doesn't wait for life. She inserts herself into situations and demands it. The Cloud Girl was more appropriately a gust of wind, one who painted with all the colors of the wind. She is never alone either, because Team Hiyori is always on her side. Forever. Because that's the type of gusto that lives inside Hiyori Yawata. The type of bird that would peck through a mountain wall for the first second of eternity. One hell of a bird.